why am I backing him to be the flag bearer? You know, Paul, after the elections, we all saw, the results. We're all not happy, and we wish things could have been done differently. And so what I did was to go down to my constituents, because for me, I believe that for us to win any election, you will need an aggregation of minds, sentiments, ideas. So then I went back to my people. I asked them where we faltered. What can we do differently to make sure that we don't experience that kind of defeat again? And then they told me that there are quite a number of things that they felt we did not do right. One was we did not listen to their sentiments, how they felt.
About governance.
About governance, about issues at that current moment. I've been to a number of communities. They have also sent delegations to me. I did not do it alone. For some, I did with my constituency executives as well. And they are asking that, Honorable, we want you to bring to us Kennedy Japan, and we make sure we support you for this constituency to win. You know, it starts from the constituency. Every win will have to start from a base. And I believe that my people have given me the opportunity to serve them. I ought to listen to them. After that, I have also assessed the candidates. Currently, the sentiments around the country is that they want someone who is very pragmatic, someone who says it as it is, and someone who can bring discipline into our party. Because personally, I feel that the discipline level in our party has gone down.
When you say discipline, what do you mean? You mean the grassroots don't respect the elders, or the middle level don't?
You know, in every party there are structures, there are systems. And many times of late, you see that the systems, the structures are not working as it's supposed to work. And you know, there are some, everybody stands for something. And for him, he stands for, very honest about the way he feels about everything. And because of his whole demeanor, he also instills discipline. He stands for discipline. And for me, I believe that if we should work with honesty and discipline in our party, this will draw the teeming youth. Because clearly, when you look at the pattern of voting in this country now, the youth form a chunk of it.
You mean 20 to 45?
Yeah. And they, for one reason or the other, they don't stick to one party per se. They look at the sentiment, they look at what is going on. Currently, what do they want? They want jobs. They want jobs. And this is a person going around talking about jobs, opening our eyes to the various opportunities that one can have. 2, he's a businessman. He's a businessman. Clearly, I have been in government for 8 years. And I know that government alone cannot shoulder the burden of developing a nation. You need the private sector. He's gone through that ranks. He knows it. He's done business in this country. And I believe that the industrialization drive that we started through our 1D, 1F and other equally important policies, we'll be able to champion that and bring a lot more ideas on board. He came to my constituency and he opened their eyes to the various possibilities that one can achieve.
I've seen Kennedy Japan do that. He holds a bottle and says,
he brought
this bottle
coconut,
could have been done here.
He brought cassava, and you know, these things they were talking about it. Oh, Madam, would him say honorable say ye bet me de Kubeya Chaku, and they were excited about it. You know, igniting that possibility in other people that, hey, I can do this, I can do that. Every year, close to 150,000 graduates come out of our universities. Government alone cannot shoulder them. Look at the compensation budget for government now. More than 90 billion. How much of the revenue do you raise? And that is why I believe that this time the sentiment on the ground is that we need someone who create jobs, someone who is pragmatic and can instill discipline. And for me, he stands tall in that regard. And that is why I would want to urge the youth, the delegates, and all of us to give him that chance.
I'll be asking you about whether he has any negatives, because some people have pointed to a few things. But before that, when we say that Kennedy Japan is able to redeem all of these things with his acumen for entrepreneurship and all of that, it makes it quite simplistic. Does it mean we have been on the wrong path for the last nearly 70 years? That Kufuor's 8 years, we are now suddenly finding somebody who has the magic wand?
Remember, I said that he's going to build on what the NPP government did.
Yeah, you mentioned 1D1F.
Because there's the 1D1F and other opportunities that were given to businesses. But I believe that where he's coming from, with that background, you know, everybody comes with a plus from his or her background. I come with a plus from my background to the Public Accounts Committee. And so for me, that background that he has, he's done it before. He has various businesses around. And sometimes I listen to people, na cold store, na this, na that. But you must start from somewhere and replicate that idea on a bigger scale, and which is the nation. And for someone who has been able to sustain certain businesses for this while, given that opportunity, given that support with the people around him and the party, I strongly believe that he can do that for the nation.
That he's currently, the candidate,
where we are, we need jobs. And consistently, that is what he's showing us. He's opening our eyes to the various opportunities. But then you need a bit of that support from government to enable the private sector also create that wealth that we are looking for to make sure it happens. That is what the youth are calling for, jobs. And a candidate has shown us through his own experience and through what we believe he can do, and to make that possible for us. Let's give him that chance.
That's quite interesting. Let's talk about what people have pointed to as Kennedy Japan's negatives. Atachan was once heard saying that Kennedy Japan cannot represent Ghana effectively at the United Nations. Some have said he doesn't look presidential, that he's not a presidential material, that he doesn't have sufficient PhD in economics or in something, he's not a big lawyer, and he doesn't fit the bill of a former Ghanaian president, Kwame Nkrumah, Buzia, Lehman, Rawlings. Well, I don't know how Rawlings fits into what I'm trying to say, but yes, Rawlings, perhaps that gives Kennedy Japan a certain line to toe that he's the next Rawlings. But yes, so people think generally all the presidents up to Rawlings, jump Rawlings to Kufuor, Professor Mills, John Mahama, Nana Akufo-Addo. But if you take Rawlings out, Kennedy Japan does not fit into this bill.
When you say fit,
that's what they are saying. What do you mean? He's not presidential. All of these names, take Rawlings out again. All of these names are some presidential.
It is not about names. Now it's about who can get the work done, who can bring the results we are looking for. That is all they are asking for, and that is what they are looking for. It is not about names
or appearances and disposition.
Let me tell you this, that in the Bible, it says God uses the foolish things of this world to confound the wise. You may not see him as what you put as presidential, but if it is him God wants to use, nobody can.
You're convinced God wants to use him at this time?
I believe that we have cried unto our God. We are asking for someone who can help create jobs, someone who can bring for my party, the discipline that ought to be in the party, so that together we can help make this nation. We build on what the Akufo-Addo government did, which I was part, and to make Ghana shine and rise above what it is now.
Let's take text messages from Anziba, our social media editor, see what questions